Hello friends, welcome back to another video. We had our welcome home call with member services today. So I was a little confused when I made the appointment. I'm a planner girl. I love to have things planned out. We bought DVC on a Tuesday, and then they gave you the soonest dates for your welcome home call. So I just assumed that when I made it on the soonest date that would have been on a Friday, because that was the next day available. It wasn't that Friday, it was the following Friday, which was today when I'm filming this. So we sat down and got ready for the call, and it wasn't that day, it was the following week. So we got ready again today, and we talked to the most wonderful DVC member services lady named Ginger, and she was super magical, over the top enthusiastic, which I appreciated, because it wasn't just a factual call about some contract we purchased. It was a call about Disney Vacation Club, and then sharing with us all the scoop and all the perks and answering all of our questions so we felt comfortable. So she was impressed with our DVC knowledge. Not only are we DVC members now, but my parents have been Disney Vacation Club members for, I want to say 15 years. I don't know, a long time. So I've traveled as a DVC member, as my parents were the DVC members. And then also we have rented points through my parents, as well as rented points through Dave's DVC, so a third party. And so we've traveled quite a bit as DVC members. And so we had some idea. So some of the things, before we even jumped into the call, she asked if we had any questions. So I'll see if I can remember some of them. The first question my son had was, he had heard that there are Disney Vacation Club lounges, and there's one above Contemporary, it's called Top of the World Lounge, and then there's another one that is in Epcot in the Imagination building, I think it is, where the Figment ride is. It's all glass up high, and she said that's where she works, Ginger works. And that one, Ethan wanted to know, do the DVC lounges include free snacks? So very important question for a 10-year-old. And she said that the Top of the World does not, but the one in Epcot does, and they encourage one snack per person. So I told my son, he goes, all right, I'm gonna grab a drink and a bag of chips, because we've already seen people's videos of the lounge and it looks pretty cool. So that was exciting. And then my question was, we have a trip booked at Riviera, and I said, it's not coming up for quite a few months, and we used our points for it, but we only saw that there were preferred rooms available, preferred view rooms available, but we'd prefer a standard view because it's less points, even though the preferred view I'm sure is wonderful. If we wait list for the standard room, what happens to the extra points we'd be saving? And do those go into some kind of holding, or how does that work? And she said that actually you get, those points just go right back into your points for the year. So that was exciting to note, as long as that happens 31 days before the reservation. So there's two ways you can waitlist. You can waitlist 31 days and have that cancel, or you can have it cancel 7 days before. So she said she always recommended the 31-day one. So the points don't go into holding, they go right into your account like nothing happened. So I was like, okay, so I'm gonna wait list for that. The other thing I found out is I have a wait list for a date in July, and our use year is August. So she said you can have 2 wait lists per use year. So if you're not a DVC member, I'm probably speaking like gibberish that you don't understand, and maybe I should do like a Q&A of DVC. So if you do have questions, you can put them down below. As I'm learning, I will definitely share with you guys. Maybe that'll be a separate video if I get lots of questions. But our use year is August, so we have a wait list happening for July. She said I could have 2 before August, and I can have 2 after August. So that was interesting too. I also had another question of, I've heard that you can book bigger trips, so maybe a grand villa or a big giant condo, like a 1 or 2 bedroom, 3 bedroom villa when we go to Aulani in Hawaii. How does that work with banking points, borrowing points, and using your points for this year? So she said it's super easy. So if I didn't use any points for 2020 and I have 2021's points and 2022's, you can put them together, and then you can just go ahead and book. If you know how many points you need and how many you have, if you use those 3 years worth of points, it just does it when you go ahead and book it. You can do it online, or you can do it by calling member services. And the last question I had for her was, I was confused with We have a reservation this summer for 2 nights. We had waitlisted for a 3rd night, and we're still on a wait list for, sorry, I'm yawning. Super tired mama over here. So I have 2 nights booked at Beach Club. I waitlisted for a 3rd and I got it. So now we have 2 reservations at Beach Club and I'm waiting for a 4th night. And I asked her, are we going to have to check in and out those 3 reservations if I get them all 3? And she said no. She will combine them, merge them, I think is what the term she used. And you just have to call member services and then they will merge them for you. So that way they know these 3 reservations is one person, so we don't have to check in and out, which will be really nice. There were tons of things that she shared with us, answered all the questions. I'm just looking to see. Answered all the questions. The other question I had was about booking 7 months out or booking 11 months out, and how does that work? So if I book out of my home resort, which is Riviera, we can book 11 months out. So in January, I can book for 11 months later, and it's on the actual day. So if I wanted to book for spring break of 2022, which is March, and I know that's March 15, we're gonna wanna check in, I can make the reservation on August 15. So that was super helpful to hear that's the date. And then also it is, I think she told me what time, 8 a.m. Eastern online and 9 a.m. Eastern by phone. So if I'm wanting to get a specific room, like standard view, contemporary, studio, my best chance is to get on at 7 or 8 a.m. Eastern online. And she said to just put my name in and not register all the other guests just to get the reservation booked, because that time slot, there's gonna be a lot of people trying to get a room that day for that reservation. So I just thought that was interesting. Time is of the essence. She also shared there's a lot of discounts, member benefits, and I told her I went to go print them, but it's such a huge list and it wasn't very printer friendly, and she told me they change all the time. So my best bet is when I'm checking out at a place to tell them I'm DVC annual pass, what's the best discount? Also, you could put in the search bar for the member discounts which location I was going to. So if I was going to studios, I could put just studios. And she said when she did that, there was 300 something discounts for DVC. And when you put in for studios, it brought up like 23 or 30, something like that. So I could scroll for that day that I'm going there, maybe take notes of what is discounted. Because with annual pass, it's kind of the same thing. I don't really know. I just know that there's a lot. So whenever we go anywhere or a restaurant, I'm like, do you have an annual pass discount? I just ask, and then they tell me. The cast members know. And she said they'll know if your DVC is better than annual pass and vice versa. And then she shared with us the different ways to use the points. So if we want to save them up and use them for a cruise line, or if we want to use them for a non-DVC hotel, which I don't see us doing that. But super, super helpful. I'm trying to see if there's any other things. There's a lot of perks that are just not available right now because of COVID. So I talked to my husband afterwards and just said, when the world gets back to normal, if the world, let's just say when, hopefully it does, it'll be like a huge blessing. We'll just feel like, oh, there's even more stuff we can do, which will be great. So I'm super excited about it. I had a ton of questions. She had a ton of answers and was super helpful. It was about an hour long, but it was great. And I bet she has like one of the best jobs ever welcoming new Disney Vacation Club members to the club, because you could just share your scoop. So she was sharing with me all the fun places to eat at Riviera, which that's our home resort, and we've been able to tour around and visit there, but we haven't stayed there. And so she was telling us it's probably one of her favorite places, and Topolino's has great bread. And so Ginger, if by chance you're watching this, which I'm sure you're not, thank you so much. We appreciated it, all the scoops. So I have a little booklet. I'm keeping all of my DVC notes in, so it's all in one place. It's just a marble notebook my husband got from TJ Maxx for me for Christmas. And then last time we were at Disney, we got a Riviera sticker. You know, had no idea that that was gonna be our home resort, but I just put a DVC sticker in the front, and then in this front spot where there's a little pocket to put papers, which I now have papers. I can put those in there, and it has the little Riviera with Beauty and the Beast. So just a spot to keep all that. If you have any DVC questions, I'm by no means an expert, but I'm trying to learn as much as I can. If I get a bunch of questions, I will for sure do another video, do like a Q&A, but I will be having a DVC haul video soon because I've been buying all the things from the internet that says DVC on it, so I'll be sharing those soon with you guys. But I was super pumped to share with you guys about the phone call. I'm just excited to be part of the club and get a better handle on all of it. All right, thanks so much guys for watching. I will see you in the next one. Bye guys.